Hello, dear students. Hope you all are fit and fine. Dear students, today we will revise chapter number 8, Hanuman and I. Students, as you all know, that the play is about a small girl named Rupa who had a strong desire to act on the stage. Now, students, let's discuss some main points of this play. First of all, students, as you all know, that junior section decides to play the story of Rama on annual day, and then the teacher assigns roles to the students. So, students, here we can say that for the annual day of the school, the junior section is going to enact the story of Rama, and Rupa wants to play Rama's role, but her friend Anu reminds her that she has a shrill voice, means unpleasant voice. Okay, shrill voice means unpleasant. That she has a shrill voice and is even shorter than Radhika, who is sure to get Sita's role as she is very beautiful. And as the teacher comes to the class, she announces different roles in the play for different students. And remember, students, that the teacher turns down Rupa's request for the role of Hanuman. Okay, she turns down Rupa's request for the role of Hanuman and promises to give Rupa the role of Hanuman next time in case her performance is good. Then, students, after some time, the chokidar comes and delivers a letter to the teacher. And the letter carries the news that Alka, who is to perform the role of Hanuman, cannot come to school due to fever or due to measles. Then the teacher remembers Rupa, who has been very keen to perform the role of Hanuman ever since the play was announced. And Rupa is very happy and assures her best performance. Then, students, the play is about to start and the teacher pushes Rupa onto the stage. But, students, on the stage, Rupa forgets all her dialogues and spoils the whole show. Then, students, Ravana, a huge figure, enters, or we can say comes. The students, at last, to make the matters worse, Ravana, a huge figure, enters, and as he raises his sword to attack Hanuman, Rupa is scared. Means वो डर गई. Rupa is scared. She pulls her mask off. बेटा in front of audience उसने क्या किया? She pulls her mask off. वो अपना mask उतार देती है and declares that she is Rupa and not Hanuman. And the audience roars with laughter. And angry teacher drags Rupa off the stage. Now, students, in this way, we can see that she could not manage the role properly. Okay. Now, students, let's read this extract and try to find out the answer of these questions. I have a role for you too. You will be one of the monkeys in the Vanar Sena. Can't I at least get the role of Hanuman, teacher? No, child, your voice is too squeaky. Now, students, identify the characters involved in the conversation. The students, try to identify the characters. Yes, students, these are Rupa and the teacher. Okay. The first speaker had decided, the first speaker is teacher. Okay. The first speaker had decided to give the second speaker the role of a monkey. Okay, the role of a monkey in the Vanar Sena. Then, students, did the first speaker agree to the request? Why? No, students, the first speaker did not agree to the request of the second speaker. She did not agree because the voice of the first speaker was very squeaky, means very unpleasant. Okay. Now, students, what do you mean by squeaky? It means shrill or we can unpleasant, loud sound. Okay. Now, students, let's move on to the next part. Let's discuss these questions. What did Rupa imagine when Anu said that the teacher might give her Lakshman's role? Yes, students, Rupa imagined that it would be very exciting. She would act on the stage with a bow and arrow slung on her shoulders, and her parents would indeed be surprised to see her in that role. Okay, now students, next one. Who delivered the letter to the teacher? Yes, students, who delivered the letter to the teacher? The Chowkidar. Okay, the Chowkidar delivered the letter to the teacher. Students, why was the teacher upset on reading the letter? Or we can say, why was the teacher shocked to receive that letter? Yes, students, she was shocked to know that Alka, who was assigned the role of Hanuman, could not come to school as she had contracted measles. The students, next one, describe Rupa's feelings when she got the role of Hanuman. The students, she became very excited. Okay, Rupa became very excited. She could not believe it actually, and she asked herself if her dream was coming true, and she told the teacher that she could manage the role very well. Then next one, students, why did Rupa scream in terror when she faced Ravana? Students, she screamed in terror because she forgot that she was on the stage and she thought that Ravana would kill her. So, students, she screamed in terror and asked Ravana not to kill her. Which role was Rupa assigned in the play The Story of Rama? Was it in accordance with her expectations? Yes, students, Rupa was assigned the role of one of the monkeys in the Vanasena. And students, it was not in accordance with her expectations. And she was not happy with it. Okay. The students, why was Rupa suddenly asked to play the role of Hanuman? Students, Rupa was suddenly asked to play the role of Hanuman because Alka, who was assigned the role of Hanuman, had contracted measles and had been running high temperature. Or we can say, students, she was unable to play her role on the annual day, and the teacher's choice fell on Rupa because she was very keen to play some important role in the play. Okay. Then students, next one. Rupa was sure that once on the stage, she would give a brilliant performance. Now students, do you think she really managed to give a good performance? Students, Rupa was confident that she would perform very well on the stage. But when she was on the stage, she became nervous due to stage fear. And she forgot her dialogues and spoiled the whole show. In this way, students, we can see that she could not manage the role properly. Okay, students. Now, students, I hope that all of you have understood this part well. So, students, read this chapter once again and try to understand it. That's all for today, students. Thanks and have a nice day.